Hi friends, so I thought to share with you a song that it's a song from the musical Grease. It's the song Those Magic Changes. And when we were in high school and we played that musical, me and my friends, we fell in love with the song, and it was ringing in my head over and over again, like throughout all the years. But it's a really sad love song. It's about, yeah, being left alone and and will you never come back, and so it was not the best song to have stuck in your head all the time. So one night I decided to make new lyrics based on the inspirations from meditation, I guess, from just being in India and seeing through the limited reality of the mind that lives in division and need. So I'm just gonna play it and we'll see from there. What's that playing on the radio? Why do I start swaying to and fro? I have never heard this voice before, now speaking louder and louder, more and more. It is familiar to me, sends a thrill right through me, 'cause those words remind me of my true self that is all love and never ever changes. My heart arranges a melody free from form and name, reminding me that I am ever the same. It calls out, please remember me. Please remember me. Don't turn away again and be deceived again by this play of your own imagination. Remember, you are me, you are me. Oh, forever free, forever free. I've never spaced out like this before. Now I want it more and more, looking deeply inside my soul, transcending everything that I know. It is this fullest silence that never ends, the source and basis of all life that's never born and never dies and never ever changes. And yet it arranges all of these scenes, thoughts, meaning and more, makes me believe that I'm a separate form. Yes, I'm indeed the self of all. I'm the one who sees it all, forever free. When nothing remains, forever free. Purity reigns, forever free. It's such a blessing to come to see the truth of me, forever free. And if ever confusion or fears unfold, meditation is the antidote that leads me right back to purely know the infinite love, one alone, which is our truth and is our home, that never ever changes. It forever remains as our own self, blissful and free, our own self, loved eternally. Oh, now I come to see doubt may come to the mind, but it never comes to me. I am free. I'm a dum-hum, forever free. Ma-da-dum-hum, forever free. I'm a dum-hum, forever free. Ma-da-dum-hum, forever free. Forever free. And that I sing to myself when doubt, confusion or fears unfold in my head and I need to get clear again, have a clear vision again of what's really going on, because the head gets confused, like the head gets confused by its own meaning making, and then thinks it's actually this way, what I'm seeing right now, even though I haven't even moved an inch to go and look if there's maybe another angle, there's maybe another interpretation that is even more true, or even changes the story completely and would not make me react in the way that I'm about to react at all. And what I want to share kind of with this video on day number 6 is that you can, like, even in throughout your day, you can use whatever helps you to remind yourself that you're not the victim of your story. You're not bound in any conclusion, any thought wave that comes, any emotion that comes. You never actually became that person that is bound in those things. When we tune into the pure awareness, we see that pure awareness, pure existence has no beginning and has no end. And in that pure existence is observing the birth of a form every morning, and the death, pretty much, the dissolution of this form every evening, every night. And all throughout the night, we're not worried about all the things that we've lost. We've lost the whole world. We've lost everyone we know. We've lost even our own sense of I as this person. And there's no struggle in it. There's absolutely no struggle in it. And when we give some importance to this revelation, that in deep sleep we don't even feel the pain that we feel in the body, if there is pain that we feel in the waking state. We can see that there is a basis where we remain, though, because we can say in deep sleep there was nothing there. There was no world, there was no I, there was nobody else other than me. And yet there was an awareness that can say that. And when we tune into this phenomenal revelation that there is a space where we are absolutely free, that gives us a basis, a ground to stand on in our everyday life, to be grounded in and act from, with the clarity that there is nothing that there's nothing that I need to fear, even if there's a circumstance that is really making me nervous or stressed or whatever, or just gets me wrapped up in my head and my stories. I know that tonight it's all gonna be gone. You can say, well, yeah, that's the easy way out, but it does give a great relief in the situation. And that's all you need to be able to act with more clarity in the situation. You need to be able to, you don't need anything. You're already perfect. But what is extremely helpful is to have a way to center yourself again in your infinite being, instead of this small form that is like a dried leaf floating around in the wind and very scared about the uncertainty. If you have a tool to center yourself again in your pure awareness, and pure awareness is infinite, like same pure awareness in you as in me, as in everyone. And when we all tune into that, we can see that there's actually no difference at all. And we're all just seeing our own story, our own kind of version of this of this world, of this life. But recognizing this purity of being gives us a great stable stand in this world, to react with love and with clarity. And my aim for today is also to let you know that the last couple of days we've been meditating for like maybe 10-15 minutes every day, but it only takes a couple of seconds for you to remind yourself that you're not bound in the story that you're observing, that you can close your eyes and realize, wow, okay, all of this is happening in my perception, just like the dream. A dream at night, I'm thinking I'm so involved as this one tiny figure, needing to react to all the actions of the other tiny figures in the dream. But there is nobody else in my dream. There is nobody else that is acting from their own will, even though it appears like that. And I'm not even there. I'm not acting from my own will. I'm totally just a figure of this power of imagination that is taking place in me, in my observation. And if I can play with that and just expand my understanding a little bit to be able to play with this thought, that right now also this is all happening in my awareness. I'm not to the story of this dream, of this waking state figure, and I don't need to react or assert myself in front of any other figure. Like, it's all happening in me, in my pure awareness. And from there I'm like, wow, okay, so whatever I'm thinking, their meaning, it doesn't actually matter. I can give them the benefit of the doubt that they meant the best and they did just what they could do to keep peace for themselves and act in the best possible way for whatever needs they need to fulfill in themselves. And again, remind myself that, well, look, in the dream I'm thinking there's somebody acting for me or against me or whatever, being nice or being not nice. But what is the truth? There is no action for or against ever in the dream. It's one play. It's one play. And recognizing the play in it. That's actually a really cool thing in the scriptures here in India. They talk about Maya, which is the world. And it's, when you take it apart, it's Mat Aya. Mat is not, and Aya is that came. So Maya, the world, is the illusion that never actually came, that never really became a reality. It's only imagination, and every mind is seeing its own imagination of this world, like its own interpretation of this world. And if that is a concept in itself, and it can be helpful and it cannot be helpful, but I love playing with it and just like seeing my mind be like, what, and expanding my vision of reality, and just play with these concepts and see if they lead to more freedom in some way, or if they lead to confusion, then drop them. But the cool thing is, then they call it Maya and they call it Leela. And Leela is the game. It's almost like when you realize Mat Aya, when you realize that it never became what you're making it to be, then it's a game, because you're seeing the tool, the functioning that is making the reality of this and this, and he meant this, and he was saying this, and she meant this, and she was not doing this, and you are like this, and you're not like this. When we can tune into that awareness that is just observing this functioning, we can see that it's a game. And in that game, we have the power to redirect our attention from all these realities that we're making up to just pure observation and seeing that it's one play. It's one, as a friend once said, divinely orchestrated play. And I love that. It's like seeing a little bit bigger than what I think should be. And again, that's another idea that is up for grabs, but also can be disregarded if it doesn't seem helpful. Yeah. So, oh yeah, and what I wanted to say, oh, I did say that, I guess, with the just closing your eyes for a minute or a couple of seconds. The moment you feel a relaxation in your heart, you kind of know you've got it. Like, you reach the point. And if you only have a minute in the bathroom to yourself, then you just take a deep breath and see, my dear system, we're gonna calm down now, and we're gonna address whatever's in front of you in the most loving, most peaceful, most compassionate way. Because whatever we are acting in, whatever intention we have, that's what we are living. Because that's the intention that we're holding. If we're intending to act in love, then we're already filled with love. So why not do that? Why not tune into that which is already fulfilled?